I'm F34, what I thought as happily married, 2 kids with my husband, M37. We went to my female cousin's wedding this summer, and my husband drinks socially for weddings and large gatherings, so this is not the norm for him. He drank so much at the wedding, though it's not an excuse. After the wedding, we went back to the hotel and started having sex immediately. When he went inside, he started saying, "Your cousin is so hot. I'm going to fefk you like I'm sleeping with her." I literally went numb. I could not enjoy the sex, and he literally gave me the best sex of our entire marriage, but I was dead inside. The next day, he didn't remember anything. I mentioned it to him a few days later, because we have sex pretty much every single day for the past 7 years being married. I could stomach sleeping with him, and he knew something was wrong because we're very affectionate. I told him I couldn't look at him the same. He said, "Sorry, blah blah." Apparently, he wasn't that drunk to remember what he said. I haven't told anyone, but every day I fantasize of straight up leaving him, and when I have sex with him, I completely blank out and pretend it's not him. It's been a few months, and I haven't told him. Other than this, he's my dream husband, and I'm so torn if I should divorce. Update: he is the only person I've ever had sex with right out of college. So my attachment is strong. My libido used to be high, and now our sex every night is usually him just straight up fingering me to find the hole and then inserts, and is him enjoying himself. He apologized so many times, wants therapy, and gets emotional, not understanding why I can't enjoy sex with him. I tried 3 solo therapy sessions, and they just say forgive because it's not infidelity and can be resolved in communication. For some reason, sex is a trauma for me now, and I can't stop thinking about it no matter how great our day is. Divorce seems freeing, but seems chaotic and obvious, a dramatic choice over this. Yes, my cousin is hot, but so are my 7 other girl cousins. Now, family functions with holidays coming up seem terrifying. Also, I'm very, very attractive too. I'm just not 24 anymore. My cousin's age. Again, I haven't shared my current feelings with him in months because I'm embarrassed and don't want to bring it up again. I know it's insecure and I don't want to look insecure. I'm just mentally and physically unwell. Update: I slept good, but had to think about everyone's comments. Some made me laugh, some challenged me. My husband hugged me and didn't initiate sex for the first time and kissed me and said, "I know something is not okay with you, and I'm praying for you, and it hurts to see you in pain." Didn't make me feel better. Seriously, feel the same inside. Going to talk to him tonight, also to counseling this week with him, and stop having sex until I feel safe and forgive him. I need to heal. I'm a hot girl, spiraling. Never judge a book by its cover. People see me and think my life is perfect, and I'm lucky. I'm numb inside, just wanting to feel loved again. I hope there's hope around the corner. I have been completely destroyed. Sexually, mentally, and now physically. Please give me some grace, and if you want to knock me down, at least make it humorous. I know people have it worse, but pain feels the same at the end of the day. If this breaks us, then I truly pray there are men out there that actually understand how delicate intimacy is. Relevant comments: I collect Batmobiles. This is the start of resentment, OOP. Yes, I know it is. Sadly, I'm trying to get advice if resentment heals over time by talking it out through months of therapy with him, or just leaving. Feels like the option clears my mind. But of course, that horrible option comes with thousands of new changes that I never wanted interrupted. I truly love my life with him. Just the sex and the memory is painful, or is resentment more painful? OP is being re-traumatized every time when she does something with her husband. OP, I'm starting to realize by these responses that is exactly what is happening to me. Also, he will have sex with me sometimes when I'm asleep, then I wake up to him having sex with me. Because I'm not the same anymore, desiring it and initiating it. I'll wake up and go along with it and just enjoy what I can. I'm sorry, I'm a broken human right now. This is my first person to have sex with. I've been with only one man right out of college, then married for 7. It's truly difficult for my mind just to stop sex. I know it's fucked up what I'm doing too, by ignoring it. Commenter: wow, IDK, how you could ever truly get over that. The safe space and intimacy between you two is completely gone. I mean, to find someone else attractive is completely normal. But what he said while inside of you, and continued to imagine her while giving you the best sex ever during your marriage would make me want to vomit. I'd lose all attraction to him, and the only way I'd ever want to even be around him or intimate is if there was a way to build that level of trust again. Maybe counseling can help things. Are there other issues in the marriage? I can't imagine that this egregious slip of the tongue is an isolated incident. You deserve so much better, at the very least a partner that doesn't announce he is going to pretend you're someone else while he gets himself off using your body. Oh, best comment. Well, that's the problem. This is our first exposed isolated moment, which makes me physically ill because I'm thinking all the time, wait, what does he really think? Is there more in hiding? I question everything now. He's very apologetic and wants to have counseling. He's very affectionate and knows something's wrong for a while and tries hard to help me by being more affectionate. However, I can live a happy marriage all day long. It's strictly during sex. I mentally freeze and feel like I'm with a stranger and violated. I have to think of everything else and just accept the pleasure aspect. It's painful because we used to have such a strong love friendship through intimacy. I can't stomach explaining to people why we divorced. I feel trapped, but also I don't know how a counselor can help me push through. I've read so much and did 3 solo sessions. I know it all stems from forgiveness, but I have like a trauma memory almost. I understand it's normal to find others attractive. I can easily tell him someone else is, but during an intimate moment talking about my cousin, who just got married, that I have to be a part of her life forever. It's gut-wrenching. I don't know how to move forward. I don't want to get a divorce, and then this be a struggle with someone else. I also think, are all men like this? Update: I F34 spoke with my husband M35. It did not go well. I'm completely blindsided. I'm really appreciative of everyone's opinions and perspectives. However, it was more than I can emotionally or mentally handle. He was very remorseful about the first situation. My husband said he wanted to F my cousin that was so hot after her wedding. As he shared that info inside me, then proceeds to F me like that, because, well, he enjoyed it and felt like the best sex of his life, and mine too. Though I was completely traumatized. He is so sorry that it hurts me to this day, but totally gaslit me and thinks I'm immature and needs to move on. That I've said hurtful stuff and doesn't matter the depth of subject, that all hurts are equal. Then he starts crying how sorry he is and that it pains him how he hurt me and want our marriage to be restored. He completely diminished my feelings when I shared more after that and acted like I needed to get over it. It gets worse. He proceeds to tell me what I already know, but it gets worse, that of course it's normal to find other people more attractive. He thinks I'm very beautiful, but he actually thinks like this a lot, and though he tries to enjoy making love with me, yes, he sometimes thinks of other women he's effed in college, my friends, my cousins, and occasionally porn girls he saw online prior to marriage. He knows it's wrong and is a man working on his sinful desires. His words, those are his intrusive thoughts he needs to battle against to make sure he loves me better and makes me feel desired. Thank you for cutting the knife deeper and extending the list. Whoa, gut-wrenching. I'm shaking typing this. He wants to get help for our marriage and willing to go to counseling. Only it's done through our church. Again, I only disclosed to some comments. Yes, we're Mormon, and it's very much like forgive and move on. No doubt there is a lot of work in those sessions, but I feel like it's a scapegoat for him. He doesn't think the counseling needs to be centered around this topic, but more of my resentment and unforgiveness issues. He thinks I'm the problem and had no issues vocalizing that I need a lot of healing, not from him. Well, that I'm basically crazy. He also mentioned maybe my issue stems from not having a good dad in my life. I'm sorry, but I was not thinking about my father while you effed me pretending it was my cousin. He then states, why is this coming out of nowhere? I proceed of sharing honesty in Reddit, becoming my help to my voice. Whoa, now he's very mad. How could I share such intimate details with strangers? I know it's wrong. But of course now I'm a crazy woman and he's super hurt that I did that and doesn't know how he can forgive me for that. I bring up the sex. I told him I feel uncomfortable and numb. I think it's highly disturbing. He fingers me to find my hole then inserts his dick in me while I'm sleeping, and that more than 20 times I either accept it and just lay there with my eyes closed, or I'm awake to enjoy the pleasure, and he will continue till he comes from dodgy position every time, then rolls over and snoozes. He says sorry, I will never do that again since it makes me uncomfortable. He thought it was consensual since it's been happening like that all summer. I said, well, I have been unwell mentally and didn't voice it. He then says he finds it offensive and disturbing. I called it sexually assaulted and that he is not dominating, and I need help for using those words. He thinks we should separate and doesn't want to talk to me. He thinks it's better we don't talk because he doesn't like fighting and my mean words and accusations. He said he's willing to make it work if I seek help from the church and go to counseling. That I'm the one with serious issues because he already said sorry the one time. I go very angry and called him a fucking asshole and was yelling at him and crying. He walked out the room and said he's not dealing with me. I followed him and he said it's best we don't talk unless it's in front of a counselor and told me to get away from him. He said when we didn't have sex last night, he was concerned how I looked, that he prayed for me. He's concerned I need help. Suggested I read my Bible, go for a walk and learn to forgive quickly because the hate in my heart is really unattractive. He also suggested we try for a baby this month because he wants more kids, so to forgive him soon so we don't miss that opportunity. Then proceeds to stonewall me. He is completely offended that I don't think he loves me or cares for me, that he's human and makes mistakes. I need to get over it immediately that I am destroying our marriage and intimacy. Conclusion, I am apparently a not-so-hot spiraling girl. I'm very shocked. I didn't think I could be more hurt. I'm with a complete narcissist, cruel and manipulative man. This is not who I'm married to all day. He is loving, kind, affectionate, and such an incredible dad. Does After Dark leave me with his other side? Does he have a side I don't know that revealing itself through this situation? Should I be concerned? I'm so confused after this whole conversation, how now I'm the bad person and he's the saint concerned for me. I'm feeling like I'm just his release to come and his companion for life's normal box checking. But I don't think he truly loves and cares for me, which hurts worse than his confessions. I will be definitely seeking counseling by myself and with him, but with a third party not from church. Let's see if this ends in divorce or can be restored. I'm completely broken. Please tell me there are men who don't think like this. Men, please answer me, is this completely insane or him, or am I truly the wild one? If you respond, please do so with kindness. I'm really unwell right now. Also, please mention if you're married if commenting so I can understand your opinion. Original post is on my page, because someone, probably my husband, keeps reporting me. If you can't see the original viral post, which I keep getting messages about it being taken down, I can share screenshots. Just message me. I'm truly embarrassed, but this situation online has helped me so much and revealed so much truth. Update. Yes, I'm getting a lawyer and seeking a psychologist tomorrow. Thanks for all the concern. Edit. I'm usually great at responding, but I'm going to stop now and just reflect. I'm reading every single message, and it's so helpful, challenging, and uncomfortable. I appreciate every one of you, no matter your stance. It brought me to a place that saved myself. I never thought nor wanted to be here, but it's life. I can't not respond because I'm very unwell and mentally can't handle it. I will focus on myself and children while navigating from a licensed psychologist not church affiliated and a lawyer who is also not church affiliated. Thank you. I hope you understand that I'm now processing the pain of the above convo and will for time to come. I no longer have the capacity to communicate back with each comment, though it helped so much earlier. I'll continue to read every single comment. BW staying in my guest bedroom locked. No worries, he is treating me like I do not exist. It's disturbing, but the isolation is necessary. Relevant comments. Commenter divorce, divorce, and divorce. OP, I know. I just can't think straight right now. I need therapy for my sanity and to be walked through this properly solo. I truly can't think straight for a divorce right now. I'm too fragile. This man will rip the rug under me in this state of mind. Of course, I have hope in it working out and him getting help for his disturbing viewpoint. But I'm too in shock to spend the time dissecting that. I know. In reality, divorce makes the most sense now. I have children, I have a million things to think about now. Commenter 2, he's gaslighting the absolute hell out of you. Jesus Christ. OP, I know I'm out of words. I was not expecting this. Commenter 3, I'm Mormon. Everything he said is not okay. You don't need the church, you need a divorce. This goes beyond, I was drunk and slipped about liking your cousin. This is toxic. If he is Mormon too, then why is he drinking? It sounds like a double life going on. Using the church to keep up his image. If he assaulted you, that's grounds for excommunication. He has many issues, and the gaslighting is absolutely a tactic to flip all this on you and make you feel guilty. Fuck him and his "I'll pray for you" bullshit. My husband would never ever act this way with me. And if he did, I would leave him too. The way your husband is talking is scary and dangerous. Also, he could very likely be into porn. His sex drive and fantasizing can be normal, but his hostility towards you and defensiveness screams porn addict to me. OOP, I have no desire to dissect his addiction or reasonings behind anything because he truly feels like he's not in the wrong, and anything he did wrong is forgivable, and I need to move on. He took me on a roller coaster of crying, pleading, yelling, screaming, laughing at me, and then stonewalling me all in one conversation. But I'm crazy? I'm crazy in the fact I was stupid to wait this long and not deal with this sooner. Yes, he shouldn't drink, but does on occasion. A lot of Mormons secretly do, then regret it. Clearly it's not a drinking problem, but a sex issue. At this point, I don't care if he watches porn, it's completely wrong. Everything he says is wrong. I care about my well-being. The stress on my body today is painful.